Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is k times k times k plus k. This is equal to 10. So what are the values of k given that k is not equal to 0? So let's prevent the solution from here. Now let's prevent the solution from here. We have k times k times k. This is k raised to the power of 3. Then plus k. This is equal to 10. The next step is to take 10 on the left hand side, so that we have k to the power of 3 plus k minus 10. This is equal to 0. Now we have k to the power of 3 plus k minus 10. We can express 10. This is basically 8 plus 2. This is equal to 0. The next step is that we have k to the power of 3 plus k minus 8. We can express 8 as 2 to the power of 3. So we have 2 to the power of 3 from here. Then minus times plus 2. This is minus 2. This is equal to 0. Now we have k to the power of 3 and 2 to the power of 3. So let's express this as k to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 3. Then plus k minus 2. This is equal to 0. The next step is that k to the power of 3 minus 2 to the power of 3. This is actually the difference of two cubes expressed as a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, which we can express as a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Applying this identity from here, then we have k to the power of 3 subtract 2 to the power 3. This can be expressed as k minus 2. Then here we have k squared plus 2k, then plus 2 squared, which is equal to 4. The next step is that we have k minus 2. Then here we have k squared plus 2k plus 4. Then plus k minus 2. This is equal to 0. So the next step is that k minus 2 here is common. We can factor out k minus 2, so that into the parentheses we have k squared plus 2k plus 4, then plus 1, close the parentheses. This is equal to 0. So from here we have two parts. We have the first part as k minus 2. This is equal to 0. And the second part here, we have k squared plus 2k, then plus 4 plus 1. This is 5. Then this is equal to 0. From the first part here, we have that k1 is equal to 2. This is a real solution from here. And you find that the second part here, this is a quadratic equation of the form ak squared plus bk plus c. This is equal to 0. From this quadratic equation, we have that a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, c is equal to 5. So the next step from here, let's assess the nature of the root of this quadratic equation. And to do that, we assess the discriminant value, which is equal to b squared minus 4ac. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c from here, so that now here we have 2 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is 5. Now we have the discriminant value here, which is actually 2 squared, this is 4, minus 5 times 4, this is equal to 20. And this implies that the discriminant value here, this is 4 minus 20, which is minus 16, and this is less than 0. This implies that from here, we have two complex solutions. We have two complex solutions. Now, let's solve for these two complex solutions. To solve for these complex solutions here, that is K2 and K3, we apply the quadratic formula, that is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything here divided by 2 times a. So let's substitute the values of a, b, and c in this formula here, so that now here we have, this is minus 2 plus or minus the square root of, here we have the discriminant value, b squared minus 4ac, this is the discriminant value, divided by 2 times 1. Now from here, we have here, this is minus 2 plus or minus the square root of the discriminant value, which is minus 16, divided by 2. And this is equal to minus 2 plus or minus, we can express the square root of minus 16 as the square root of 16 times minus 1, everything here divided by 2. So the next step from here, this is minus 2 plus or minus the square root of 16, this is 4, the square root of minus 1, this is I, then everything here divided by 2. The next step is that from here, 2 is common in the numerator here, so we can factor out 2, so that now here we have minus 1 plus or minus 2i, everything here divided by 2. So let's simplify 2 here, so that now k2 comma k3, this is equal to minus 1 plus or minus 2i. So we have two complex solutions here. We have that k2 is equal to minus 1 plus 2i, and we have k3 is equal to minus 1 minus 2i. So these are two complex solutions. These are two complex solutions for this algebra problem. We only have one real solution here. We only have one real solution, which is k1, and this is equal to 2. This is equal to 2. So the next step from here, let's verify that this real solution here satisfies the equation. So if you recall, we have that k times k times k plus k, this should give us a value of 10. Substituting 2, we have 2 times 2 times 2, then plus 2. This is supposed to give us a value of 10 from here. So this implies that 2 times 2 times 2, this is equal to 8, then plus 2, this should give us a value of 10. 8 plus 2 here, this is 10, and this is equal to 10. And this implies that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this implies that k1, which is equal to 2, satisfies the equation. Now, this again here, we have two complex solutions, which totals to 3 solutions. So we have two complex solutions and one real solution. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe. Kindly like this video and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.